Okay, what is up, y'all? Basically, so as you can see here, I always got a lot of Funkos. Being a guy who likes comic books and stuff, people always thought, I guess, Funkos were the thing, you know? So we took this one, beheaded her, took her body, painted her silver. She was this color, but just painted her silver with a nice little fine brush. It's pretty hard, bad eyes, you know what I'm saying? But we got the body, okay? And so I have two characters that I repeat in a lot of my work. It's Nyx and Viola. Nyx is a purple hyena, often portrayed in a very like humanoid, anthropomorphic form or whatever you want to call it. And then his lady of the night, Viola, the TV-headed mistress. So we already got the head. We made this out of clay a while ago. It's pretty hard. Baked it up. She always has some really, I always go a little crazy with the antenna. So she has a TV antenna, the antenna balls. And then, yeah, basically gonna hopefully make my own little version of her, you know what I mean? So got it. So she's gonna be pretty bumping for that right there. Yeah. It's sick. Okay. There's the paint. So I got the glue gun going, but I have to paint the head, and I don't know what to do with the screen. So I'm probably gonna do a coat of UV resin over it, so to make it look like an actual screen, I think. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're gonna do that, but I don't know what to put on the screen. Don't know what to put on the screen, so hopefully we can figure that out. In the meantime, we got the silver paint, artist loft paint here. My lid's broken because that's my life. But also the next piece, as you can see, I dismantled our boy here, but it's with good reason, okay? Because it's so funny, he's right behind here. Hidden perfectly. If you can tell by the hair, I don't know. But I've had this vision in my head for like 6 years of the troll Saiyans. So I'm making Troll Jita. So hopefully I just gotta figure out how we're gonna get a scouter. I think I'm gonna have to shave one of his ears off so the scouter isn't fucking massive. Like it's too big. Like it's too, is it too big? I don't know. Yeah. I think that's too big because then the scouter has to come out. So I'm gonna try and get it off of this guy. Pull it off. Oh, yeah, that's gonna come right off. It's a whole separate piece. Oh, because it's the acrylic. They painted it white on it. Smart. So as you can see, this piece is all acrylic. So it's not even attached to the tang. But it just pops out too much, right? That's too much pop out. So we're gonna have to trim his ear, I think. Trim his ear down. And do him like that. So, but that's for later. For another day. Because I still gotta figure out if I'm gonna get like because I used to use oil-based clay, so either I had to mold this or get some two-part putty or whatever it is, two-part stuff, whatever it's called. So I'm just gonna paint the TV silver to match the skin because I painted her skin silver earlier when I was working on something else, and then my ADHD kicked in, so I just randomly started painting her body. You know how it goes. And then, but this is basically what we're gonna do here, is just paint this up. My camera angles aren't good right now, so I gotta work on that for sure. Yeah. The world's on fire right now, so that's always fun. It's always fun. You know, it's scary world out there these days. But even scarier, that Stranger Things finale, y'all. Should we get into it? I don't know. But all I can say is they Game of Thrones that shit way too hard. That was sad. And even in that documentary that they released, that Netflix released, talking about it, it's like, bro, that was not good. Did not help your case. They totally lost the plot. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were writing, I guess. Forgot, maybe. Forgot their own story and shit. So they fucked it up. They Game of Thrones that shit. And in that documentary, like, that they released, the making of, it really was like they were not, I don't know, it's like, you know, when you're just checked out. It's like, it's kind of like when you know you're going to break up with someone, you know what I mean? You're like not all there. But the finale was just so fucked up. Because it's like, how do you even fix, because I've been thinking about how to fix the finale if you've seen it, you know what I mean? Like, if you've seen that shit show. And it's like, I don't even know, well, to fix it, all right. This is what I would have done. This is what I was hoping was going to happen, to be honest. And not even hoping, but just what logically would have happened, because none of that finale was fucking good at all. Like, none of it made sense. None of it was good. Wasn't worthwhile. Put that there. But yeah, so they go out, they have the big battle. It's the big battle. It's a bunch of kids and a mom versus a giant spider monster. Right? Like, what? As soon as it started, you just knew. You just knew it was going to be shit. Because it doesn't make sense. You can't have a giant, like, you have to keep stuff, what is it, verisimilitude? Like, you have to keep stuff believable. You know what I mean? There has to be a level of believability to it, even if it is a bunch of fantasy, crazy nonsense. Like, you have to have a layer of, like, a base level of reality somewhere within that, so that people can still follow it. You know what I mean? So actually, there's some stakes, and it makes sense, and there's, like, there's some meaning behind everything. Like, if nothing matters, then nothing matters. Like, it doesn't work if you don't play by your own rules that you fucking set forth from the beginning. Like, it doesn't even make sense. So that whole finale was just so bad, and then watching them talk about it, like everyone's already said this, but like, where were all the demogorgons or whatever the fuck they're called, and the demodogs and the bats and all? Where's the whole demo army that Vecna has had literally the entire show? Like, these fucking like, oh yeah, that's why, because they would have destroyed them. Like, there's no way they would have survived against an army of them unless they had teamed up with the army, and then the army were the ones who were like being taken out by all the demi shit, and they were the ones distracted. Like, that would have saved it if they had actually, like, instead of just aren't like military bad where we have pregnant women in the Upside Down and all this fucking bullshit. Like, what if they actually worked together? Like, why did it, like, I was so disappointed when Linda Hamilton was a bad person and like such a shitty two-dimensional villain. Like, it wasn't even good. Like, she didn't even do anything. She got punched in the face by Hopper, and that was like the best part. Like, I mean, like, I really thought like she would have maybe tried to work with Elle. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so dumb. Ugh. But if they had done that, that's where it would have worked, right? Like, they would have gone in there with the army. The army would have been able to handle the whole demi-army, while the kids and a select group of the army, including Linda Hamilton probably, go and handle the fucking big beast, while then 11 goes further and handles fucking Mr. fucking Henry or whatever the fuck. Vecna. He probably doesn't even know they call him Vecna. He's like, who the fuck is that? But basically, get back to it. I need to sand this down flatter probably. But we'll let it roll. So that's how they could save that, is like, you have the army and the demi-army, and then they fight each other, and then maybe like Dustin and fucking Steve or whatever are with the army, and they're fucking in the thick of it, and you know what, maybe Steve dies. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, maybe Steve dies. Fuck it. Like, who cares? Let Dustin, but that would fuck Dustin up. But honestly, make it the opposite. Make it reverse, where it's like Dustin knows. You know what I mean? Like, it teaches him what sacrifice is, and that's not always a bad thing or whatever. Just start killing people off, Lucas. I don't give a fuck. Kill someone, motherfuckers. Like, oh yeah, well, who should have really died was Will. Okay, Will should have died. All right, should we get into it? This is how it goes. Either Will or 11 should have died, and then either Will or 11 should have took Henry's place, right? That's what I'm saying. So I was watching a Zaffy video. Zaffy, shout out Zaffy, love your content, bro. But he made a video about how it was a secret prequel to Coraline, and I was like, yo, I could see that. I'm into that. But then, for my idea of that is like, the other mother would be 11. 11 would have stayed back and ruled over the void or whatever the fuck, and like tried to remake it in her own image. Maybe that's the land with 3 waterfalls or whatever the fuck they want to do, right? And maybe she influences the Mind Flayer rather than the Mind Flayer influencing her, and maybe she switches it up, or will, because I figured it would be 11 who would do that, right? Like, 11 would be the one who, like, they would all work together to defeat Vecna, but there would still be the Mind Flayer. You can't defeat the Mind Flayer. Like, so what do? You convert it to your side. Like, that's the best way to do it. So I feel like that would have been the way to go, because you can't create a fucking a beast creature or whatever the fuck like that, like the Mind Flayer, and then just have it killed with some water balloons and fucking flares. Like, I honestly don't even know how they actually killed it. Like, it didn't even make sense. It all happened so fast. Like, I get Dustin and Steve were just stabbing it in the stomach, and it was just letting them do that. Like, the writing was so bad for this. Like, and yeah, the Duffers can say, we never wanted to be writers. Bro, the more you say that, it doesn't make it any better. It doesn't take away what you did or any of that. Like, it's all still there. It's all still reality. So you shouldn't have been able to kill it. Like, Vecna should have been the thing you were going for amongst all the other demi shit. So then as the armies and shit are fighting, whatever, everyone starts trying to get their way in, and maybe that's the mission, is because you can't. I don't even know how you'd hurt that thing. Like, what is it? So, like, the mission should have been getting inside of it and avoiding being killed by it. Like, they should have realized it's too big to fucking attack. Like, the fact that, don't even get me started on Nambo. Oh my god. Fucking Nambo. Fucking Nancy. Like, ooh. Just as a side, like, the fact that, like, the show became, like, all the guys are just, like, stupid and argue all the time, and the chicks are the ones who kind of gotta make everything happen, and, like, it's just, like, it got so lame and so... I love women, but damn. It was just, like, it just got so predictable and annoying. Like, the only unpredictable thing was Hopper punching Linda Hamilton in the face. That was the only thing where you're like, oh, they did it. They did that shit. Word? But their mission could have been getting in there to fight Vecna. So the main thing would have been avoiding it. You know what I mean? Because they got really convoluted with all this hive mind shit and all that bullshit, and just everyone's feeling the same pain, but not everyone's feeling the same pain. So none of it really made sense. Don't even get me started on the whole like void, black hole, upside down bridge, whatever the antimatter, cum room, fucking melting wall buildings. Like, don't even. We're gonna jump over all that bullshit. That's just. I don't even know, bro. Like, I don't know what they were thinking or what they were even. 10 years, bro. 10 years. So basically, I think to kill Will off, what would have happened was like, straight up, the dude would have just. He would have been trying to save too many people with his fucking eyes rolling back fucking power shit. Like, fucking his. He would have been doing that thing he learned to do, where he's like jumping in or taking control of people. But he would have tried to do that too much. And I think the hive mind would have realized what he was doing if there was an army of demi whatever the fuck's all around him. You know what I mean? I think they would have realized what he was doing. And then someone would have just took him out. Like, literally would have been like controlling like fucking 6-7 different fucking demi whatever the fucks, because they brought so many people there that he cares about. Like, it just would have. I think that's how he would have died. Is just like his sacrifice would have been trying to save like everyone at the same time, and then he would have just fucking got pooched out, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? Let's check these sides. A couple more layers, I think. We gotta do the VCR tray, so we're gonna do that red for the lips. We need a thin brush. Need that thin boy. That thin boy. That thin boy. So basically, let's get back to it. Will dies, alright? However the fuck he wants to die, he dies. I mean, he doesn't want to, but I'm pretty sure he would just die as a sacrifice. Like, it would be a sacrificial thing. And then, honestly, the boys should have been in, like, Joyce never should have been in the Upside Down. Makes no sense. Like, the fact that, like, Hopper wasn't there made no sense. It didn't. I don't know. That whole thing was so dumb. So basically, I would have just, I would have had the main group fight Vecna, as it should have been. You know what I mean? But have them actually, like basically, I feel like L would be like the main defense, because that would be the only way to do it. Is like L would be the defense while the guys are the offense, because she's the only one who would have the power to actually suppress Vecna in any way for them to actually do damage, you know? So I feel like what everyone was fucking assuming was gonna happen was they recreate the D&D fucking battle from the first episode of season 1, and they recreate that with the final battle of the actual show. That's what everyone wanted. That's what everyone was hoping for. But it's not what we got, sadly. So, I feel like if that would have happened, it would have been so much better. And then, maybe once they kill him, the Mind Flayer starts, like, going wild or something. And then she, in defeating Vecna, connects to the hive mind. You know? And then from there, she, instead of it changing her, she changes it, right? You know what I mean? So then it kind of flips it on its ass. And she does what Henry never could. And she tames the Mind Flayer. Right? And then she basically has to stay in the void as ruler. And then she can basically like recreate whatever. I don't know what the fucking power, like they never even got into any of that. Like what the power set is, what the control is in all that. No idea. How's that? Not bad, right? I'm gonna try and use a needle to get that inside part. Let's see. Yeah, so she does that. And that's what would happen, right? And then they'd still be able to fucking see her or whatever. It wouldn't be this fucking, oh, is she dead? Is she not dead? No, she's the new queen of the fucking, she's the new upside down queen. She's the other mother now. You know what I mean? And then, honestly, fucking, who cares about anything else? Because everything else would have just been whatever. I mean, aside from, like, the very end when it was, like, you really think a bunch of little girls would want to play D&D? That's a weird part to think. And then, yeah. I feel like that's how, I don't know, it would have been a bit better. And you see how I didn't even mention anyone else? Like, none of those other characters mattered, bro. Nanbo? Like, what was with the, like, what happened to the main characters? Like, what happened to the boys? Lucas just became the guy who was carrying Max. And then Dustin was just depressed most of the time, getting beat up with his weird mullet, and then discovered everything about the truth of the Upside Down by looking at a board. Yeah. I just, it's sad. They really fucked that up, you know? They really fucked that up. I need to find my black paint. One sec. Okay. That's the thing, is like, I know it's always had inconsistencies as a show. It's never been amazing writing, obviously, because the fucking writers never even wanted to be writers, turns out. Fucking, I mean, and also to be like such like nepo baby about it, like they're just like in some of the interviews, they're like, we had a pretty good life growing up, you know, we just love movies. Like they actually don't even have like the life experience of like going through shit to know that you need to go through shit. Like, they actually don't have the life experience to understand what it takes to build character. It was so interesting. Like, I couldn't believe it. Let's see if we can do this. Trying to get this black. So I have this indented line around the mouth. Trying to get some black paint in there. You know? I don't know. Yeah, the whole documentary they released was just, I don't know what they were thinking with that. Like, even like recording it, it was just like, holy shit. They're just like saying all the parts you're not supposed to say out loud. And that's the part I didn't really understand. It was like, to do something so bad and then just to be so proud about it is kind of strange, you know? It is funny to spend 10 years making 5 seasons of a show. And you literally they had like one of the biggest budgets ever for that last season. And they still just let themselves throw it all away somehow. So, it's disappointing. I mean, it's funny because Netflix thought they had something there. But they didn't. They fucked it all up. And honestly, it's like Disney, I want to blame Netflix, but I mean, shit. They really know how to pick them. I wonder if they felt swindled after the fact. So I don't know. I just feel like people get opportunities and then just squander them like that. It's crazy. There's a number of people who would have died for that. Probably would have done something good with it. Other than that, I don't know really what else to say about it. They fucked it all up. They ruined it. And now, I'm sure there are people who enjoyed it. People who don't really think about what they're watching. I also heard that now they like write shows with the fact that people will be on their phones in mind. So, oh shit. Oh, I filled that up. Fuck. Why did I do that? Fucked it up. I fucked it up. Why did I do this? Ah! Fuck me. Oh shit. Fuck. White pants and doing this. It's a handy problem, but sometimes it's an annoying problem. And put that in there. For body oddies. Oddy potty. That's what I mean. That little inner part. So I'm gonna do the little top antenna part. We got it all proper then, innit, bruv? I'm gonna try and create static screen with the sparkles. What we're doing, knocking it around. Let's see. We got our head drying out, hardening. Alright, gotta let that screen dry now, man. See how it goes. It always says 60 seconds, but this shit takes way longer than 60 seconds. I don't know what people be talking about. But I got the head baking. This is a lighter holder I made the other day. Not bad. Not bad. What do they got here? Let's see. And then here she is. My viola. V10L4, baby. Here we have it, folks. There she is. Face. She's got the screen in there. Nothing crazy, but she's the first and it's a start, right? She stands like a mouse. And then we just gotta get Nick's done, and then we'll have both. Is fuck a Funko Pop. That's how we do it. Sorry, Storm, but I had to leave you in the dust, bitch. Shit.